Hi, my name is Angela Natasha, and in this video I will do an interim presentation on supergraphic for social changes. Stage 1 research. Here are some of the supergraphics that I've compiled from Pinterest. Part of me is intrigued by the colorful, vibrant color that some of the supergraphic has. However, I'm also interested by some of them that has limited color palette but still looking very interesting and eye-catching. Here is the second page for the supergraphics research. In this page, I added more supergraphics that has limited color palette or even in black and white. My chosen social issues for this assignment is alcohol and drug abuse. One thing that was a culture shock for me coming to Melbourne as an international student, especially by living in the CBD, was that there were a lot of junkies roaming around the streets. This issue not only can affect those directly involved but also has broader impact for public health, safety, and overall well-being of the community. As for the fonts, I am into the hand lettering fonts by chalk, crayon, and even graffiti. I am also keen on trying paper cutouts to form each of the alphabets. As you can see in this slide, I added a lot of handwritten fonts, and most of them are quite bold. For the first stylescape, I want to try mixed media collage by using magazine or newspaper cutouts with tapes. I also want to mix other art styles like spray paint and acrylic into the final artwork. And as in the typography, I want it to be bold so that it can catch people's eye. Here's for the second stylescape. For this one, I want to try using chalk and blackboard. By using chalk, the color wouldn't be as vibrant as the previous stylescape, so that's why I thought I should make the graphic as interesting as possible. And again, for the typography, I want it to be bold so that people can read it clearly. Here are the slogans that I've compiled. I added a red triangle to highlight the slogans that I am interested in using. Out of the three that has the red triangle, I am leaning more towards slogan number 10 and number 18. For the wall, it is located in Rose Street. It is located next to a tram stop and the other end of Fitzroy Market. So I think there will be a lot of people that can see the wall. Stage 2 concept. Here's my mind map about the issues I've chosen. I added a red triangle on some of my favorite keywords. I separated alcohol and drug abuse here. Then I added some examples and form of different narcotics and alcohol. I also added some of the cause and effect of the social issue I've chosen. After summarizing all of my favorite keywords from my mind map, I started to doodle and sketch some of those keywords into this page. As you can see, there are mushroom, syringe, pills, and alcohol. In this page, I focus more on the alcohol aspect. I didn't add any typography in this because I don't think it would be suitable. In the first and third sketch, I tried to mimic the silhouette of a person sitting down, hugging their legs. For the first sketch, I added substance and similar object in the silhouette, whereas in the third, I put the typography in the person's silhouette. As for the second one, it's a bloodshot eye with a marijuana in the background. And for the last one, it's a wine spilling the typography with substance around it. In the first sketch, I drew a person falling from a pill to represent the danger in using drugs. The expression in the second sketch represents the after effect of using drugs, which is hallucinating. And for the third one, it's a speed meter showing that the max speed is death with a syringe pointer. The meaning behind this one is the danger of driving under influence. And for the last one, I drew a person's difference as a alcoholic and drug user and a non-user. In this page, I proceeded to try other positions for the subject, and again the silhouette is holding a knife to show the danger in using drug and alcohol abuse. In this page, I tried different compositions with different fonts to see which is the most suitable to each other, and I prefer the fonts that is in the bottom rather than the top one. Here is my first refined sketch. For the typography, I thought about using paper cutouts for this one, and for the background, I would leave it blank to blend it into the wall. Here's my second refined sketch. For this one, I only used two colors because I want to use chalk for this design. The typography on this one would be white because I want the background to be similar to a blackboard. Here's my last refined sketch. I choose this one as my favorite, and I would most likely to proceed to the next part with this design. For the typography, I thought about using paper cutouts that have different patterns with the subject silhouette in the bottom. However, I might play with the size of the subjects later on. And that's all for my interim presentation. Thank you for watching.